EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one between the Houston Gunners and the Mexico City Diablos. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they enter play here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And his kick here is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Gunners have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Muscles by at the 25. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 53 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3rd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here in the heart of Mexico, this is a city that's hosted a handful of NFL games before, but now this is a different deal. A relocated franchise moving south of the border, playing here on a permanent basis. It's going to be exciting times here in the Mexican capital, that's for sure. And really all across this country, they're pumped for this because this will be Mexico's team. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw, and it's caught. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. John Bates, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Diablos have retaken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
A try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards on the pickup there. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Gunners have taken the lead. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. High throw, but the catch is made. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 3. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And now a run with Rodriguez. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Rodriguez, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Diablos have yet again retaken the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now Houston's offense taking over again. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. 3rd and 20. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run here with Rodriguez. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now 3rd down and very long. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Rodriguez. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Hard throw, incomplete. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a throw here, hauled in, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That good for 19 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Rodriguez. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rodriguez. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead late in the second quarter. The Jets trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Devontae Adams, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A quick throw, but incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Good move at the 30. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Thomas has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thomas. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Diablos are able to extend their lead. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out comes Houston. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
But these guys are going to chomp into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. $39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Thomas has got it, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here, could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Diablos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. His first career touchdown pass, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They go play action here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Gunners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll set up a throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Back to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Fighting to stay. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play. So
the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. John Bates, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Diablos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now Houston's offense taking over again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. The throw over the middle taken in. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Second and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on here to punt it away. $39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And now out comes Houston. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Gunners get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down right around the 25. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 13, 47 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Here's first and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Mexico City, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.